With the construction license issued to the Eacop company early last week, construction of the Eacop is one of the most awaited developments in the midstream of Uganda's oil and gas journey. Currently, foundational works have been on land acquisition and compensation of the 3,648 project-affected persons in Uganda and 9,510 in Tanzania.
As of today, 80% of the project-affected persons along the Eacop pipeline have signed their compensation agreement. Today, as you can see, we signed the remaining CAs, and in the coming months we will sign the remaining CAs. As you can imagine, during the Ebola situation, we've not been able, unfortunately, to be in Movende. But as you can see, we resume our activities here to complete the compensation agreement signing. Just to be extremely transparent, it's not just the signing with a contractor, we also, the PAP, and of course both the husband and the wife or wives attend the compensation agreement signing. They also benefit, as you can see, from third-party legal support in case they have any question on their rights.
Land acquisition aimed by a resettlement action plan is headed for a climax underway since 2018 for both the Tilenga and the Eacop projects. Success has been registered in Uganda for the 296 kilometer coverage, and Tanzania, where the pipeline traverses 1,147 kilometers. A prudent agreement with a grievance mechanism has been enforced to observe equity in compensation of the project-affected persons.
After compensating them, actually, after getting compensated, we have been taking even about 3 to 4 months. Then after that, they are issued with notices to vacate, and the notices to vacate are about 3 months. That's the period that is given to them to harvest any crops that they have. There are those who have put some bit of developments, especially in some other places, to also plan and remove them before the project takes over the land. So that's why, like for these ones, they were given 3 months. Then others stopped cultivating. A few others that still felt that they needed to carry on, they carried on. Then after the expiry of, actually some of these ones carried on with cultivation even after expiry of the what? Of the cut-off date. So, but officially, the cut-off date is 3 months, yes.
Eacop, the company of Eacop wants to pass through my land. They asked me whether I have land title. I told them that I have it. They told me that they are going to pass through. I told them it's fine. They told me that they have to go from the process to process, signing some papers, and I agreed. So that's when they started. And when they started, told me that there is some money, the valuers came, all the process was going through well, because they told me that everything you have to sign. Even if you disturb them, you say that I don't know how to read, they translate, and yet I knew.
The Eacop project has attracted 10 different major contract areas with numerous spills of opportunities. Majors in pipeline construction contracted to China Petroleum Pipeline Engineering Company, construction of resettlement house to Excel, Aegis and ATX, environmental consultancy, technical assistance services, supervision and certification, EPCM, logistics, among others.
The government thought it wise to know that crude oil or petroleum products, it's a finite resource. But through how we invest it to support the country or support the human capital, the humans or the Ugandans, economically and socially, you can convert the finite resource to an infinite resource. And that has been a drive. And that I earlier alluded to that as well. When I say that to avoid the Dutch disease, we are saying that, look at yourself participating in the oil and gas development, but also look at yourself when the finite resource has gone. What is it that you can do? For example, we have some institutes that we have earmarked, the Uganda Petroleum Institute, Chigumba.
The close to $5 billion investment is manned by Eacop company, formed by Total Energies with 62% equity, Uganda National Oil Corporation 15%, Tanzania Petroleum Development Corporation with 15%, and Senok with 8%. The heated line shall ferry about 216,000 barrels per day to Tanga. Ivan Tivinkana compiled this story.